First, the unitary system. The idea here is that the public has all power. All power resides with the public in a democracy, and it flows to the nation. And the nation may delegate some power to the states, but the states have no independent power of their own. The national government has all real political power. As compared to a confederal system, once again, the public is sovereign, but the public delegates all its political authority to the states. The states may give some power to the nation, but the national government has no independent power. So this is really the situation that existed during the under the Articles of Confederation. And finally, a federal system where the public, again, is supreme, but the public delegates some powers to the nation. It delegates some power to the states. So both national government and state governments have their own powers, and then the states and the nation share powers with each other in other areas. Okay, so why is this important? Let's talk about the federalism game. Again, an analytical game. These are common in social science, where we think of this is a country here on the screen. Think of the country having 16 residents. I'm kind of surprised. I thought I'd be able to move my cursor around. There you go. Here's my cursor. So this country, Arlandia, hypothetical country, has 16 citizens. Each citizen is represented by either a rectangle or a triangle. And these citizens have preferences. So we're going to do voting, a series of votes to decide how many highways to build. And the individuals who are rectangles, they always vote yes in favor of highways. Those who are the triangles always vote nay against highways. And we're going to have a series of votes to see how many highways will be built. Now the highways are these the blue arrows. Okay, these are a public good. So either everyone will have access to that or no one. We either decide to build it or we decide not to build it. The smaller arrows, those are private goods. Those are individual driveways. So each house can decide whether or not to build a driveway. Even the highway haters may still find it useful to build a driveway. But we're going to be voting on these highways. So we're going to think of this nation having 4 states. So here's the first state with 4 residents, another state with 4 residents, third state, and a 4th state. And we're going to vote on 5 different roads, 4 state highways and 1 national highway. Okay, it's going to be a majority rule. So we're going to vote on each highway, and whichever side has a majority gets its way, and a tie goes to the default. So if there's a tie, no highway will be built. Okay, let's vote under 3 different systems now and see how this plays out. Under the unitary system, the nation as a whole votes on everything. The states have no independent power. So the nation as a whole will vote on this highway. Let's count up the votes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I missed one, 9. So 9 people in favor of building this highway. How many people oppose? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So by a 9-7 vote, this highway is built. By a 9-7 vote, this highway is built. By a 9-7 vote, this highway is built, and this highway. So the public as a whole is voting on every highway. And of course, the public as a whole will vote 9-7 to approve this highway. So under a unitary system, we have all 5 highways built. Now, let's look at the confederal system, where the nation has no independent power. The states vote on what's inside the states, and then the states themselves will vote as to whether to build the national highway. Okay, state 1 votes yes, build the highway, 3-1. State 2 votes yes, build the highway, 3-1. State 3 votes against the highway. 3 people oppose it, and only 1 supports it, so this highway is not built. In state 4, it's a 2-2 tie. A tie goes to no highway, so there's no highway built here. So in a confederal system, 2 of the state highways are built, and 2 are not built. Now, what about the national highway? Well, this state votes yes, this state votes yes, this state votes yes, and this state votes yes. So by a score of 2-2, 2 favor, 2 oppose, the national highway is not built. Okay, so here's really already the punchline. Under a unitary system, even though the people haven't changed, everyone stayed the same, the preferences have stayed the same, the voting scheme, the way we aggregate vote, leads to 5 highways. Under a confederal system, we only have 2 highways. Okay, so what about a federal system? The kind of system that the United States has. States vote on state matters. The nation votes on national matters. So here we have a state saying yes to its highway, yes to its highway, no to its highway, no to its highway. But the people of the whole vote to build the national highway. So we have 2 state highways built and 1 national highway built. Again, institutional structure makes a huge difference. Unitary, confederal, and federal systems give you 3 different outcomes, even though the preferences of the citizens don't matter at all. Okay, so here's kind of a trick question. Which system is better? Unitary, confederal, or federal? Well, I say it's a trick question because the answer really depends on whether you like roads or not. And this is the way it has always worked in our nation. If you like roads, you would prefer a unitary system. If you don't like roads, you'd prefer a confederal system. If you think something between those is best, like we want to build some roads but not all the roads, we want to give people different kinds of choices, then perhaps the federal system is best. Indeed, that's the system of government the United States has chosen for all its virtues and all its faults. The way we aggregate votes, the way we vote on state elections and on national elections in the United States makes a huge difference. Thanks for joining me.